Letters fly off a spinning globe from the US, UK, and Australia to spell SGK Studios present an AudioPizza production.
Ho, 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 it's that time of year. You guessed it. It's our holiday gift guide coming up next on AudioPizza. Hello, Kayaker here. Welcome to another edition of AudioPizza. We've got a great show for you. I'm freezing up here because winters are coming, and I know Garth is basking in the sun, but let's take it to Manchester by the sea. No, it's not by the sea. It's Manchester, UK. It's cold up there, I'm sure. Sean, how are you up there in the shed?
I am fantastic. Thank you, Kayaker. Yeah. How are you?
I am cold. It has started.
Stop going on about it.
I don't like cold. I don't like cold. What can I say?
Yeah, but I'm trying. Yeah, the whole AudioPizza thing is that we're young, funky, trendy go-getters, right? And we've been waiting for 20 minutes while we all went to the toilet before hitting record, and now you're talking about how cold. Do you want to get a blanket or something to put over you while we do this?
At least a hot water bottle, perhaps, or some Coke.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Since when were we the young, funky ones? Oh, sorry, I can't talk yet. I'm not allowed to talk yet.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Just wait your turn, will you? Honestly, it's like an old people's home in here. Talking of young, funky go-getters, here's Guy. Hello, Guy.
I can see how you got to that from, we actually did have a day of just back to the weather for a moment.
Oh, no.
29 degrees, which is probably sounds cold to most Americans, but I think the next day it went back down to 18, so anyway.
Life's rough. Life's rough.
Life is rough. Cold and wet. It's still cold and wet. Like I've got the heating on in here at the moment.
It's winter, Garth. What do you want?
It's not winter, though. It's almost summer.
Oh,
it's the tail end of spring.
But where you are only. Yes, I mean, you're living in your own little bubble. It's like the faraway tree.
I loved that book as a kid. Did you not love the faraway tree?
It was the washerwoman and the saucepan man.
Moonface.
Moonface.
Yes.
And anyway, sorry. What are we talking about today? Oh no, it's the gift guide.
Yes,
isn't it?
It's the topic that you hate. Oh. So this has. I hate to say it, but the historical episode where Garth phoned it in.
No,
okay.
Sean
I won't say
told me before. He said if you say anything about that, he's gone. So you just be quiet.
You mentioned that T word. Okay. One more time. That's it. Sorry. I'm hanging up. All right. That's for long-term listeners who will get that in-joke.
No explanations required.
No.
Yeah.
No. Oh, okay, gift guide. Does anyone really care about gift guide? Were we all going to say Meta Ray-Bans and an iPhone and just move on?
Well, I do, because I hate to say this, because I tend to get gifts for some people, and when it turned to November, I'm like, oh, damn it. I got to do this again? So I'm always looking for ideas, and you two sometimes, well... One of the you two usually have a good idea.
Hang on, though. You're saying this is a gift guide. Are we saying this is a VI-focused gift guide?
I wouldn't go that far. I think we always throw in some things because that's our area of comfort.
Our identity.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
But
Oh, is it? Is it? Oh.
But I'm trying to go sort of just gifts that what I would like to get. So maybe if someone's listening, they can send stuff to me. So yeah. I'll
okay.
Addresses in the show notes.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, so just general gift guides with a little
twist
soupçon of blindness thrown in there. Okay, well, yeah. Meta Ray-Bans, that's me done. Next.
Smattering of blindness, yeah.
All right, well, okay, Sean, so why do you recommend the Meta Ray-Bans over some of the other options that have just come out? I know the Ally glass.
Oh.
So let's, if that's your first pick, the Meta Ray-Bans, why not the Oakleys? Why not the Ally or the Gigas?
Okay.
So why do you?
You're going to be aggressive.
I am. I'm being.
Let's.
He was aggressive.
Share
last
your
episode.
expertise.
Well, actually, I was just throwing that in there as a joke because it's almost a given, right? It's like the works of Shakespeare on a desert island. It's just a given. Well, firstly, I say the Meta Ray-Bans as a collective term. Right? I'm not saying the Meta Ray-Ban Gen 1s over the Gen 2s or over the Oakleys, over the Vanguards, over the displays. I'm just saying the Meta-powered smart glasses.
Okay.
And I will say why I think they're the better option over the others that we have out there so far, which still isn't a huge range of other options. But right now, the Ally Solo glasses have been released and people do have them in their hands and on their faces. I haven't heard from many people yet about how they're getting on with them. But my reasoning why I still go for the Metas over anything else so far is because it's not solely based on AI. That's it. I say it time and time again, and I bore myself, but my main use is Be My Eyes. It's the video call, right? It's the human assistance, be that Be My Eyes or WhatsApp call or Messenger or whatever it may be. That ability to quickly call someone they can see what I'm looking at, or at least the way I'm pointing, and help me out and guide me around. It's a game changer. And the ability, I just recently went up to Scotland, right? And taxi drops you off outside the train station. Thousands of people walking around the place. And of course, you got to find the door and then you got to find the escalator up, right? So just a quick, hey, Meta, whatever. Be My Eyes, or in my case, WhatsApp call, one of my family members. And they guide me in. And it's great. It's quick. It's easy. Now, if I rely on the AI aspect, which is incredibly useful, don't get me wrong, I use it for, what's this thing and what does this say? But I take everything it tells me with a huge, not just a pinch, a handful of salt, because I just can't trust it. I can't trust it for anything serious, I suppose. I don't know what the word I'm looking for there.
Important.
So I wouldn't use it. Important, thank you, yes. Words are my tools. Yeah, I wouldn't use it for anything important. It's more throwaway stuff where it doesn't really matter. So, yeah, purely that. AI is absolutely amazing, but you know what? It's something I don't rely on when it comes to smart glasses, at least not yet. Maybe that will change, and maybe the more blind-focused smart glasses like the Allies or the Echo Visions, when they do finally get out there, maybe that will change my mind. But right now, with AI as it is, I just don't see it as like an essential, a necessity when it comes to smart glasses. For me, it's just having that camera and an internet connection to a human.
And a camera that you don't have to hold out in front of you and wave around in your hand, because it's not the phone camera. That makes a big difference, I think. Yeah, I hear you.
All right, thank you.
Right.
So we got a bit serious there. I do apologise. Anyway, that's one for me. I think I've ticked off my recommendation and I got away with that.
I think you did.
Kayaker.
Oh, do I get to go next?
Yeah, apparently.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I will tell you the number one item that is on my list this year, and you're going to laugh at me because it's a low-hanging fruit, but I hope that in my stocking I find a small box that has the Apple AirPods Pro 3 in them. That's what I'm hoping to get for me, because I think that right now is the one of the nicest audio canceling buds out there that works well with the iPhone, and I like the fits of the Pros, and my current Pros are starting to die, so I would love to see one of those under my tree, because I think it's one of the best noise canceling headphones. No, you don't like them?
Can you do that?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure
something
that has
that
been
you haven't used.
Well, I tested them in the Apple Store.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
It's not like
okay. Are you allowed to test them in the Apple Store?
Yes, I have.
Well, what about your filthy, waxy ears with all the hairs in them? What? You can just put them in. I hope they burn them immediately afterwards.
No, I think they just alcohol wipe them. I'm not sure what they do. I didn't really think too much about it.
Oh, that's gross.
Have you tried them as well, Garth? They're nice. Yeah.
I did, on the Saturday after they came out. We had to go in for Geordie to get a new case, so tried a few things as well. I don't know. I'm still not sure that we're allowed to let Kayaker get away with the AirPods 3.
Oh, really?
Really? Why?
Well, I got away with the Meta Ray-Bans.
Well, actually, yeah.
Come on,
yeah, good call. Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
No, I'm just done. Yeah. So what I should pick at this point is a battery pack, but I'm not going to pick a battery pack. Just to fit in with the
smart
Meta glasses.
speaker.
Good, because that's my next pick.
The battery pack.
Well, we could always fall back on, for new listeners, of course, here's the basics.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that. Sorry,
the
Garth,
Bible and the works of
AirPod
Shakespeare.
3s. Yeah.
Battery packs, AirPods. AirTags. Don't forget the AirTags.
Don't spoil it.
No, okay. My first pick is a little out there.
Hang on. Is that it for the AirPod Pro 3s? You got nothing to say?
Me? Kayaker.
Yeah. No, you, Garth.
No. Well, that's his pick. That's fine. I love them.
You've got no comment to make. You've tried them out.
Oh, I tried. Yes. They were fine, but I've got Pro 2s and I didn't feel like I needed to upgrade.
Right. Absolutely ridiculous, Garth. Terrible. Waste of time. Thank you for your comment. I actually have the AirPod Pro 3s.
Yes. Yeah.
I've got to say.
Ooh. See?
They're nice.
Okay.
I was on the train and I took them out of the box and tried them on. And I turned on that noise cancellation. And poof. It was... it was exactly that. It's like in a movie or a TV advert, when someone takes a drink of something and they're immediately transported somewhere else, right? Like at a fiesta or diving into a mountain stream. It was like that. There was so much noise on that train and it just, complete silence. It was a little bit off-putting, to be honest.
It's a bit freaky, yeah.
Yeah, but it was absolutely amazing. Now, I've got the AirPod Pro first gen and it was okay. It's fine, but I've got to say, I love the Pro 3s. They are really nice, except for one thing. I did, when you first connect them and it's okay, set these up and you're going through all the options that you can do. Real-time translation, that's a bit of a cheat, but okay, yeah. Conversation awareness, I do not like that. That is getting on my nerves. I need to find how you turn that off.
Yeah.
One thing. I haven't gone back into it. Because every single noise that I make, it ducks down. Now, admittedly, I've only noticed this since I've started going to the gym again and doing a lot of grunting. And or even if you're singing along with a song, suddenly it dips the song down because it thinks, oh, he's talking to someone. So that's not really a criticism because it does exactly what it says it's going to do, but it's just annoying.
I like the concept. I just wish you could turn it off with like a Siri shortcut sort of thing. You can just say, hey, turn it on, turn it off. Because I used to have it on for a little while as well, like you did. You get these new AirPods and you try all these things. And I'd be walking with Roy, walking with the guide dog, and every time I'd give Roy a command, the bloody things would pause my book.
Yeah, I know, and it gets annoying, doesn't it? But
so it does.
Yeah, you just need a quick way to turn it on or off, I suppose. That way. The other thing that I find slightly annoying, and I thought I was going to love, was the ability to swipe up or down on the stem.
Yeah.
Or stems, I don't know, I always do the right one for some reason, to change the volume.
Yes.
That is annoying me, because when I try to do it, maybe I'm just heavy-handed, but I'm knocking them out of my ear almost every time. Maybe there's a knack to that. As I said, these are fairly new to me, so maybe I'll learn.
Okay, no, that's their best feature. Well, not their best feature. That is one of the best things about them.
Totally.
And why, even though I've got the 4th gen noise cancellation ones as well, of the regular ones that, have noise cancellation, not as good as the Pro 2s. But the reason I still mostly use my Pro 2s is because of the volume thing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I've been having a lot of problem with my Apple Watch having an internet connection. And there's nothing worse than you play a song and it's really loud and you're saying, hey, Lady S, turn the volume down. I'm sorry, I'm having a problem connecting at the minute. It's like, I can't do anything because I haven't got my phone with me. Yeah. And then I found, of course, you can just use the 2-finger double tap on the Apple Watch to turn it down as well. I did not know that. But
so you connect your AirPods to the Apple Watch?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, this is a whole new thing. When I go into the gym, I take the iPhone with me. I got my Apple Watch on and I've got my AirPods on. Sometimes it will connect straight to the Apple Watch. Sometimes it does it to the phone. And I haven't found a way to choose which one.
Well, that's probably the most annoying
switch.
I almost never want them to connect to my watch.
I agree, yeah.
Oh, no, I'll tell you what it is. It's because that workout coach, the workout buddy. So when you start a workout, the workout buddy comes on and it's talking through your earbuds. And it also starts a playlist for you.
Yes, if you turn.
And that's why the music is coming from the Apple Watch.
See, I don't. I have the workout buddy, but I never thought I'd be having a conversation with you about workout buddy.
This is so weird.
This is just surreal, but I'm enjoying it.
Yes.
So I don't have the playlist thing because workout is usually just a walk or something like that. That I don't want a playlist. I want to listen to my book. even if I'm doing...
How can you work out listening to a book, Garth?
Why
Where's
not?
the pump? Where's the adrenaline?
I'm not doing gymnastics. I mean, whatever you call it. You know,
Apparently, Garth's idea of a
around.
workout is just daily activity.
No, it might
Walking.
be weights that I
Okay.
use sometimes, or it could be a stair workout, so run up and down the staircase. But I don't need music to be pounding away for me to go up and down the stairs or to go for a walk.
Of course you do. You got every
No,
footstep
no,
to
no.
the beat. You need a bit of AC/DC, man.
No.
What's going on? Highway to Hell.
I've got books to read, mate, or podcasts to listen to.
Anyway, yeah. Workout Buddy's great, by the way.
Workout
isn't it?
Buddy is good. Yeah, I like it.
Anyway, sorry, how did we get onto this? Yeah, the AirPod Pro 3's good call. I think, you know what? And I've got the XM5s, I got the Bose QC35s, I've got some Bregs
What are they?
earbuds. They are nice, right? I think the AirPod Pro 3s are up there. I think they sound great
Yeah.
as well. The audio is great. Now, it's always been great anyway. And is it markedly better than any of the other in the AirPod range? I don't know, but they sound so nice. So yeah, I'll go with that. Well done, Kayaker.
Well, thanks.
Excellent.
Garth.
Right. My first one is a kind of a bit silly, maybe. But we have all these brand new, beautiful phones, and we all go and put cases on them. And I like my recommendation would be one of these leather wallet cases. That works for me. Doesn't work for everyone. What I'm suggesting is if you've got someone who's got a new phone or an old phone, it doesn't matter, a phone, you can go to any of these silly stores in the middle of shopping centres and buy super cheap, weird cases, phone cases. Like, bling it up for Christmas. Get a silly one for Halloween, whatever. Just make your case, just have a bit of fun with tactile. Get a cheap case. And get some tactile paint and draw all over it or put Braille on it. Do whatever. Just put sparkles on it. Just have a bit of fun with cheap cases that they're not there for the long stay. They're just, for this season or for their birthday or whatever. No?
Sean, I think we have a new winner.
And then at Easter, you can, paint your Easter eggs. That'd be lovely. I know, that's really good. You know what it takes me back to? The time of the, pre-smartphones. I mean, firstly, it was getting the smallest phone possible. And then it was blinging it up with like gold plastic cases because you change the entire front and back, right, of the old Nokias back in the day. And then it was get the ones with the lights in them as well, RGB it up. I do miss those days because they were so personalised, right? And that has gone. Yeah, you can choose the colour of your case right now, but there's nothing really. I don't know. I suppose it's a little bit.
Oh, those kit shops have all this stuff still.
Yeah.
And we all look. How much fuss was there made on the internet about the orange iPhone? Everyone's going to put a case on it anyway.
Oh yeah, everyone loves that orange. Yeah.
Or hates it.
Loves it or hates it.
Mm-hmm.
And most people are just going to put a case on it anyway. So don't worry about it. Just go and bling up your phones and have a bit of fun. Lighten up.
What do you think about case prices? I mean, because they vary from a couple of bucks to, $100, right?
Yeah.
Do you think there is any, this sounds like a stupid question, even as I'm asking it, but any benefits for the more expensive cases?
So the kind of case that I do like is, as I said, a leather wallet type one.
Yeah.
I went through numerous, I don't know, half a dozen at least, of these cheap ones I bought on Amazon that sounded like they were going to be exactly what I wanted. None of them really fit the bill. They were always adding too much bulk to my phone. The cheap leather cases that are wallet cases add so much bulk. The only one that I've been able to sort of reliably get, and there's probably other expensive ones out there, is the Nomad ones. The
That's my
Nomad
case.
cases, are great. Of all of the ones that I've tried, they are certainly the most expensive, properly MagSafe compatible, and still add bulk, obviously, but add minimal bulk to your phone. All the cheap ones I've tried I've not found anything like it. If you're just wanting a silicon case, then it probably doesn't matter if you get a $2 one or a $10 one or a $50 silicon case. I think they're probably pretty much of a muchness. As I mentioned earlier, when I tested the AirPod 3 Pro 3s, Geordie had just got the new phone and wanted a case for it. We went to the Apple store and she got one of the official ones, which, by the way, I love the tactile feel of that new, whatever they call it this time.
They replaced the leather with some other weird fabric type stuff. So that's the...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And last year they had I can't remember what they called it. They've come up with all these stupid marketing terms.
Is it the woven one?
Yeah,
the woven tech, some kind of woven. Then everyone hated it,
and it started to fall apart. So they did it again this year with a different, like they've done a new fabric again, a new, covering, which is nice. Feels nice to me, but I know a lot of people still don't like it. But we both love the way it feels. It's nice and tactile. You're not going to drop it. It just has a nice tactile feel to it.
Question. Why do you want a wallet case? When's the last time you actually took your wallet with you anywhere? I haven't used my physical bank card in God knows how many years.
No, I have most of my cards on my watch, but I do have a taxi card, which I can't put on the phone or watch. So it's a physical card that gives us half price on our taxis.
What? Half price taxis?
Yeah, half price taxis.
Oh, unbelievable. On my tax dollar. Let's not forget that.
Didn't realise you pay taxes in Australia.
Not sure why you're paying taxes in Australia, but that's okay. Whatever floats your boat.
Sorry, mock outrage. Yeah.
So I have that. And I do keep one of our joint card as a physical card as well. Because sometimes it's easier in some situations just hand them the card than try and get your watch or your phone to the little, wherever the mechanism is.
Yeah, okay.
For example, even if you're out with friends, right, and they're going up to the bar, here, take my card and get me blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's occasions where I do
take
like
my
having
phone
the physical.
and get blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Well,
right?
no,
Same
because
thing.
you have to use biometric
No, it
authentication.
Stays active for two minutes while you unlock and open your Apple Pay or your...
Yeah, but if you're waiting to get served at a bar, then...
Well, I'm sorry. That gives them an excuse. Sorry, I haven't got long. My window for payment is diminishing.
Okay, I wasn't aware of the 2-minute thing, but...
I just made that up.
No, he's full of crap. You have to do... When you get the thing, you have to press the button twice.
I thought
and
it was
goes,
after,
ding.
yeah.
No, there's no... He's...
No, you
can't
don't.
do that. You cannot
you
do
don't.
that.
No, you don't have to press the button twice to ding.
You have to pre-approve when you put the thingamajiggy with watches. Yes, you don't have to do the thing. But if you have your phone, you put your phone to the thing, and then you have to double tap the side button.
Wrong, sir. You've been doing it wrong for all this time. I'm appalled.
How do you set that?
You don't. That's the default behavior. Because so often, right? Say, all right, how are you going to pay, sir? Yeah, I'm going to contactless. Fine. And I've already binged the side button, double click the side button, and it comes up. My Face ID has okayed it, And then I'm waiting for them to get the machine or whatever. And I'm waiting. And then as soon as it comes up, I just ding, done.
Ding.
So there is a grace period there. Now, I don't know how long that is, to be fair. But there is.
This happens on the watch a lot too, doesn't it?
Hang on. Wait a minute, Garth. Garth, please wait. I'm just basking in Kayaker's stunned silence there.
I am sorry, but it's great with the watch because he just puts the watch there. And I admit I don't use the phone that much if I'm using the watch because it's just bing, I'm all done. But with the phone, I usually have to tap. And then it comes up for biometric approval, and I get to choose the card that I want, and then I confirm. I confirm the number.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. No, absolutely. The NFC will kick in and automatically do it. But I'm just saying, you can just double-click the side button any time to bring up your Apple Pay wallet, right?
Oh, of course.
And then it just stands there waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could just tap
like it does on the watch. That's what we do on the watch. You double-click, you find the card you want to use, and... You wait for them to get it ready and hope that they hurry up so it doesn't time out, so you have to do it again.
Okay,
After
so I guess
2 minutes.
So apparently I've been doing it wrong all this time on the phone.
Yes. Oh, that's good.
No wonder the phone seems so annoying.
That's a gift to me, that. I'm so happy. Thank you very much.
Well, I admit,
it's also a gift to Kayaker because now you know.
Now I know. Well, like I said, it's usually not a problem because I'll have the watch that's pre-authenticated with the bio stuff, so that's really convenient.
What sort of watch have you got there, Kayaker?
I think I still have. My watch is pretty old. I think I've got the 6, maybe.
Crikey.
The 6 what, Kayaker?
The Apple Watch 6.
Oh, the Apple Watch. Oh, is that your next recommendation? An Apple Watch, by any chance?
It is.
Hey!
How'd you get?
Oh, God, this is just, isn't it?
Are you
This is
serious?
just.
No.
You're not. Well, actually, while we're here, let's quickly say, because people
Apple
still
Watch.
ask me, what's the point of the Apple Watch, and I still have difficulty answering it.
I will tell you
Fitness.
the point of the Apple Watch: to tell time, and as your mobile payment platform. That's the only thing I use my
You've
watch
always got
for.
your phone with you.
No, it's so much easier just to tap my wrist against the thing and boom, done.
Well,
The watch is 10 times easier
Oh,
than
it's
the phone.
way easier than whipping out your phone. Sorry, Sean, you wrong. No,
all right. Pick on
down
me.
boy.
Well,
Well, the only real difference between the watch and the phone is the Face ID. The non-necessity of doing Face ID.
Yeah, and I hate Face
But-
ID is so intermittent for me because my mug changes all the time. I'm like scowling or laughing or I'm full of emotions and it just doesn't register all the time. Is it just me?
you know,
or
it goes off the sort of position of, anchored features like your eye sockets and your lips and your nose.
It beats the hell
So
out
it
of me.
doesn't
I
matter
don't
what
know.
sort, unless you're widening the space between your eyes. I think you're safe.
I don't know. I don't know what the hell happens, but it doesn't always register, and I'm always pointing in the wrong direction. And then it's like, enter your damn passcode. It's like, just try again. Why do you have
Yeah.
to? If you fail 5 times, why can't you just keep trying until
There
it's
we
my
go.
face?
Another one of our greatest hits.
Yeah, calm down. Shh, 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 shh. Sorry, Garth, you were going to
Yes.
give some defense to the Apple Watch? Or did I? Oh, you already did.
Oh, no, I don't need to. I think
All right.
it
Yeah, the Apple
stands
Watch
on
is
its
great.
own.
There you go.
It's amazing. It's great. Why wouldn't you want one? Come
Well,
on.
it's the most accessible smartwatch out there. I know, don't get on me, Pixel Watch, Samsung Watch, I know, but it's that response
blah,
time.
blah, blah. Just get the Apple Watch.
Do you know what, though?
Make your life happy.
All right, calm down. It's Christmas. You know what? I had the Series 7, and I've got to say, it was starting to get slow.
Yeah.
It does feel like I'm waiting, when I'm swiping. Not everywhere, but enough that I think, and you tap the screen and you're waiting to see, So I did just pick up the Series 11.
You did.
You would notice the difference.
The difference is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the first time I've noticed. I haven't had a lot of Apple Watches. Series 4 to Series 7. And to be honest, there wasn't a huge amount of difference there. But this Series 11, I don't know if it's because of watchOS 26, but it just feels nice and responsive. For now, of course, I'm sure 6 months down the line, it's like, oh, this thing's so slow. But yeah, it is nice. There is a difference there. Again, that's going from 4 generations. So
Well, I think 6, 7, and 8, so the same one that Kayaker's got, all had the same processor.
Yes.
There's a new one in the 9 and 10, I think, and I think maybe the 11's got a new processor again. So, but they usually get a couple of years out of the processors in the watch, I think.
there's
But
the
I-
Apple Watch.
But here's a question for you. We all have Apple Watches. Can you give me a technique that will reliably trigger haptic
I know what-
time?
I knew you were going to say that because I was trying that last night.
What the heck?
Didn't work?
Never works. It
Oh, now it
never
worked.
works. It'll start talking
I'm
to me
gonna
if I
try
just
mine. It's a 1-finger double tap, as far as I know. My phone,
Yep,
my watch is locked.
or a
so-
one-finger triple tap if you don't want the hour.
Yeah,
See?
doesn't work.
Doesn't work. It does not work. What the hell, Apple?
What I will say is don't turn your watch towards you before you do it.
Ah,
That, I think, helps. I think.
It doesn't
This
always
is
help. Like I've been like in a
no,
meeting.
nothing always.
Okay,
This is,
all right.
this is, I grant you that this is, turn 3 times and put your one finger in an ear and pat your head and maybe it'll work. I grant you that this is it. But one of the turnings 3 times is don't turn your watch towards you, because I think that often wakes it up and then when you touch it, you get the screen being read out to you. So if you just leave it exactly as it is and do the double tap.
But again, that depends.
And
if
then
you've got...
when it doesn't work, you do it again.
Again.
And it worked for me. But don't leave your finger touching the screen for any length of time, because that will wake it for sure.
Right.
But if you just do the double tap and stay clear, didn't work. So twice now in a row it's worked for me in the same way. So the first time I've done the double tap, nothing. Second time, it's worked. But if I touch it and leave my finger on the screen for, half a second, it's going to start talking to me instead.
It should be smart enough to know if it gets a double tap without any gesture prior to do the damn haptic time. I don't understand why they can't figure that out.
Yeah, I agree. It's not as reliable as it should be. And when I had that the Ultra, the first gen Ultra, if I could have set that bloody action button to give me the haptic time, I would have.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a good point. Can you set a series shortcut to do that? Haptic time?
No, you couldn't at the time. I tried. You couldn't trigger a haptic time with a series shortcut.
Oh, I did it that time.
Yeah, it's intermittent, but there's no pattern to it.
The thing is, and this is stupid, but I don't often. Well, I'm just as likely to say, "Hey, G lady, what's the time?" or "Hey, S lady, what's the time?" as I am to try and look at my watch, even when I'm wearing the freaking watch.
Yeah, that's true. But it's those times where you don't want people to hear that you're checking the time.
Exactly.
That's the whole point of haptic time, right? Where it'd be inappropriate for it to shout out.
I'm just talking about telling that, it's a watch, but I don't really use it to tell the time.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the Apple Watch. Is it my turn now?
Hang on. Are you going to claim that as a pick now, Kayaker?
Yeah, well, it was on my list, so you guys...
There you go.
Mocking me. So, yeah, back to Sean and then to Garth.
Yep.
You know what? I was going to go for a smart speaker, but I'm not. I'm going to go for... Should I go for a video doorbell again? I always do that.
No, you can't do something you've already done.
Okay. Yes. I'm going to go for, and I think this is a gift for you, Kayaker. I'm going to go for the light sword. Oh, now you're interested, right? This is the light up cane. Basically, it's a lightsaber with a tip on it. I thought, who would love that? And I thought of you, Kayaker. This seems really cool. And I know people are saying, well, that's just a gimmick, isn't it? But it isn't. And we're seeing more and more of these light up canes. There's also the See Me cane as well, which is a non-foldable cane. But basically, it's, thanks to LED lights, this thing is bright. I mean, it's just like holding a stick of pure, brilliant white light. And the point is, even if you can't see it, I was thinking as a night blindness RP, I would have actually liked one of these back in the day for when I'm out at night and it could sort of show me the way. But of course, the main use for that is being seen by other people, right? Safety. The See Me cane in particular came about after the inventor got run over a few times. And this light sword, although I haven't tried it yet, I have seen a few other people, review it. I think Blind Life have done something on it, the Blind Surfer. It does seem pretty cool. And there's a haptic version as well, so when it's on and off, and you can change. I think you can change the colors, and it may even have the lightsaber sound effects. Don't quote me on that. I haven't got hands on yet, but I believe it may do. And I also believe it's telescopic as well, so you can actually, fold it or whatever. It's not a solid.
I might actually have to get one of these.
Yeah,
I know. It does sound cool. Well, I'm thinking, you know what? I go out at 6 o'clock in the morning with the dog, and it would be quite good, especially now as it's pitch black at that time. For safety reasons, why not? Why wouldn't I? As long as it still feels the same, I don't know how much of a compromise there is in the tactile feedback.
How much extra weight? How much extra weight and so forth, yeah. But
yeah, I still think, people would like that. And aside from that, it may get people who, I'm thinking of the youth. I'm thinking of kids out there who may be a bit, a white stick, maybe it's just something.
It might.
I'm not saying this is hey,
no, and I think
you would.
There's probably just as many kids who would be like, No, I'm even more freaking obvious then.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. That's very true.
But, hey, it's choices, right? More choices are better.
Yeah, so there you go. I believe it's from, well, you know what? I won't give out the wrong one just in case, but just Google the light sword. I just put blind light sword cane, and you should find it. I believe it's Sideways Innovations. I don't know the website, but just Google it. And also the See Me cane as well. That's another one. That's another option.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Garth.
Okay, so my next pick is, and I cannot say this word. It's a Japanese word. Hanayama. No, that's not right. I'm going to spell it for you, right? This is how you spell it. Hanayama. So, however you say that. Puzzles. So these are cast metal disentanglement puzzles that come in sort of from 1 to 8, I think is the highest level of difficulty. There's 40 or 50 of them. I don't know. There's a lot of them. And they do bring out new ones all the time. So they're just a really, I don't know, they're tactile, satisfying. I don't know. They feel great, basically.
Steady. Yes.
Tactile it is almost orgasmic. No. But they're, various puzzles that you basically have to, as the name implies, disentangle. You have to, pull 2 things apart or 8 things apart or whatever. Like we've got one that is one of the easy ones that is like a treble clef with a note hanging off it. And there is a very precise way in which you can get that note to come off that treble clef. We've got this little cube that comes apart. It's just all different shapes and sizes. And they are normally, some are like the treble clef one is a bit sort of like wire really in some aspects. But they're cast metal, this really heavy star that fits inside the snake. And as the snake is around as a loop, and there's only one particular way that the star will come out of that. And of course, once you get it apart, that's fairly hard. The even harder part is getting the darn thing back in again, or putting it back together and back to the way it was. We went on a trip. This is a year or 2 ago now, with a bunch of friends of ours that are also blind, and we're sitting at a bar. Not a bar, it's like a golf club, basically.
At the bar, at the golf club. I know you.
Yeah,
it's called the 19th hole.
Yeah.
It's the bar at the golf course.
Yeah, this was not a golf club. It was it doesn't matter. That
it was
sort
just
of place,
a pub.
Though.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it was
some place where Garth could drink.
We basically had this area to ourselves. There wasn't too many other people around. We were just sitting there chatting away, and I pulled out a couple of these puzzles, thinking, yeah.
What, you'd ignore your friends around you and just do a puzzle? Yeah.
No, we ended up with it was known that I had them and people wanted to see them, right? We're all there was 8 of us with about 5 puzzles. We're all sitting there. One very good friend who was known to bend the elbow had drinks, had 2 drinks stockpiled because she had a new drink, hadn't got through the previous one because she was too engrossed in trying to pull this puzzle apart. So.
Who says the blind don't know how to have fun? Party hard. Question, what are you talking about, Garth? Basically, you're saying it's the same as untangling Sarah's necklaces at the bottom of the jewellery box. Is this what you're saying? It's fun?
Yeah.
Yes, but...
And it kind of is. I'm with you. Yeah. I absolutely agree.
And I don't know, but when you've... okay, this is an example of tactilely satisfying. There's got to be a better term for that.
I like
AirPods. AirPods, right? AirPod case. That click. And just the feel of an AirPod case. They feel well made and it's a satisfying close. Apple do this so well. And I know this is part of the design features that they care about to make sure that the click of the button feels good. All that sort of stuff that you don't really think about, but really affects your enjoyment of the product. These puzzles are like that. They just feel really good to play with and try and solve.
Is this basically a fidget spinner with purpose?
You could say that. Yeah.
No, you like the feel of it, but there is an end goal.
Yeah, there is an end goal. And the levels, as I said, there's about 1 to 8, I think. And they get very hard, you do not think, oh, yeah, I'll be fine. I'll get a level 8. Like, if you haven't done them before, the level 8 will, they're ridiculous. One of the ones we got, I think, was an 8. And, of course, there are YouTube videos showing you how to pull them apart and put them back together again, because there's a YouTube video for everything. Not very accessible, obviously. But my son followed the YouTube video to try and get this one back together, but made one little mistake halfway through, and it was, nah.
That does sound cool, actually. There is something nice about a physical puzzle like that.
I've had a couple of those types of things before. That's sort of like...
but this particular brand I really like, and there's a lot of disentanglement puzzles and wooden ones and so forth. But yeah, if you search for... I'll put the term in the show notes.
Because we can't say it.
Yeah.
Also, a tactile Rubik's Cube. If you're into your puzzles like that, a tactile Rubik's Cube is cool. That is a thing. You just Google tactile Rubik's Cube and you will find it.
They've just done a new one, haven't they? Not that long ago, I think.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was at a marketplace, like a street fair marketplace, where they had those wooden puzzles as well, those weird boxes where you don't know how to take them apart, and that's always fun too. So they had one that was really interesting. It was like 2 ice cream cones stuck together, and I had no freaking idea how to get the thing apart. It was so smooth.
I just get annoyed and break it.
Yeah, a lot of fun. You can waste a lot of time on it. So it's if you like puzzles, I think those are great options. That's a great idea, Garth. Oh, did I just give Garth a compliment? Darn it. On his picks.
It's all right. I'll cut it out. Don't worry.
That's a great idea, Garth. That's a great idea, Garth. That's a great idea, Garth.
Oh, question. Because we got an email. It's on topics of puzzles. Is there such a thing as an accessible jigsaw?
By definition, they're accessible because they're tactile.
Oh, no, that's fried my brain.
Don't forget that someone made a jigsaw puzzle that's all white. Okay, so it's basically just no picture on it. So
it's just the shapes.
Yeah, it's just so it's the shapes.
But most jigsaws are not cut with unique shapes. They're standardized shapes.
So what's the answer?
I'm not aware of one.
Okay.
I think there would be some kids' toys that I remember with my boys having a jigsaw puzzle, one of these wooden little kid jigsaw puzzles.
Yes.
And I wouldn't have had to see it to put it together because the shapes were all distinct.
And there was only 2 pieces. Yeah, no.
Well, there was 12 or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that there's more difficult versions of those where the shapes themselves are.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We don't want one for kids. We want like a 300-piece adult, and I say adult, I don't mean anything saucy. Stop it. Tactile jigsaw. I don't know if they do exist. It was a question we got, and I honestly didn't know the answer. It's something I didn't really think of. I just thought, well, there's accessible versions of most board games, right? Monopoly and Cluedo and whatever else. So why not a jigsaw? I just don't know.
Well, this could be a possibility, and I'll discuss it with my third pick.
Oh, intrigue. Okay. Well, I'm out.
Insert ad break here.
Well, in the same sense of the wooden puzzles, I have also come across multi-layer wooden puzzles that are sort of laser cut, that are sort of tactile like that, where you're trying to
but they're too easy, aren't they?
I wouldn't say they're too easy. I'd say some of them can be complex.
Okay. Oh, I no, sorry. I get
it's what like
you mean.
It's like a 3-dimensional layer puzzle where you're trying to put the pieces.
It's almost like
those can be hugely complex.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. Yeah, I forgot about those. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, any tactile puzzle can be fun. All right. Am I up again then, I guess? And then
it's you.
Okay. Well, this is not a blind thing, but this is just a nice to have. A good, sharp knife, like a paring knife or something to cut vegetables with. Wusthof is one of my favorite brands. They make you have to get the one that's made in Germany, not in China, though, so be careful. But that's one of the brands, the Wusthof. knives, if you don't have a good sharp knife that can slice through a tomato, whoosh, like a ginsu, then I think you're missing out on something.
Reachability just come on.
Hmm?
Yeah. There's a tech joke for you Apple fans.
Yes.
You know what? I want to point and laugh at you in derision, Kayaker.
No.
But no, you are absolutely right. For the longest time, I had the cheap knife block that I bought when I first moved into our first place, and when you're trying to slice a vegetable, it just squashes it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Mhm.
So I took the dive and bought some individual. How much for a knife? That's ridiculous. But I thought, you know what? I'll try it. Wow, it does make it just so much easier.
And the second thing I will echo is a good knife sharpener, because you want to keep them sharp as well. So there's a couple out there that.
So what do you use for a sharpener? You use a whetstone?
I use a whetstone, but I also found this. I'll see if I can find it for the show notes, but it's actually kind of cool. You basically roll the knife in it back and forth, and there's 3 different levels. So you use the coarse one, the fine one, the medium one, then the fine one to get it sharper and sharper. It's very easy to use. It comes out pretty well. I tend to do a whetstone myself personally.
Yeah. No, one of the not long after I moved down to Melbourne here, and Geordie's brothers had sort of said, "Oh, what can I get? What can I get Garth for Christmas?" sort of thing or something. And I'm like, yeah, a really nice little paring knife,
That's the knife I use for everything.
Yeah.
A decent one that, exactly. And then, straight after I thought, yep, I like this brand. I went and bought the whole block. It cost me quite a bit,
much?
but,
Hundreds?
I don't know how much. Yeah, a couple of hundred.
Wow. Not the $20
No, that's not
one.
even expensive. People would pay that for a single knife. I haven't. I wouldn't, but people would easily pay that for a single knife.
Have you cut yourself using the ultra sharp knife?
Of course.
Is there anything? How do you know when you're bleeding apart from the smell of copper?
Taste
anyway,
of blood.
That's SGK at theblind.ninja. Let us know. Talking of cooking and eating and cuisine. Jump in on this debate. It's not controversial at all. Having your food cut up for you because of your visual impairment.
Mm-hmm.
For or against it, Kayaker?
Well, I'm lazy. If someone's going to cut my food, sure. Why not? No, of course. No. Why would you do that? I'm not. No, Look, no, In what context? In a restaurant? Where are we talking about? Like,
in anything.
Is my mommy cut? Mommy cut my food?
No, did he just say my mummy in that tone of voice?
That's unbelievable.
Wow.
Some people feel more comfortable with their food cut up for them.
Hate mail. SGK at theblind.ninja.
Well, look, let me say this, right? I've been in many a restaurant, many a time where I've, the usual go-to as a guy, steak, please, thank you. And then you cut it up and then you feel around the edge of your plate and find that every other side that was on the plate is now on the table, right? So if I could say to the server, hey, can you just cut that steak up for me? Should I be embarrassed by that, Kayaker?
No.
According to your rules? No, don't help him out, guys.
Yes, you should. You should. You should be able to, you should. You should know how to cut a piece of meat on your plate at a restaurant. Or order a cut that's going to be easier to carve at the station. Like if you don't want to deal with the fat or gristle of a ribeye or something like that, then order the fillet. So you know that there's not a shred of fat on it. You can carve it very easily.
What I'm hearing. This is outrageous. This is just outright ableism. This is a disgusting. What about you guys?
Can't.
I feel a bit. So no, I never do, but I don't have much of a problem with it.
Yeah.
Part of the enjoyment for me is the cutting up of the steak. If I'm going to order something like that. But by the same token, if someone sitting beside me wanted to do that, I don't give a shit. I mean, I don't care.
Yep, good, well done. No,
go for it. If that makes your enjoyment of the meal, if that takes away a little bit of stress, whatever, go for it. Why should you be embarrassed for that?
Absolutely agree. Right, it's all about I don't want to deal with the embarrassment of whatever it may be. Right, absolutely fine. Whatever, if it makes you, as you said, enjoy it even more, then cool.
Yeah.
I do slightly worry that, it makes... Does that server, does that restaurant, does the other people around you then go away with the impression that because you're blind, then every blind person needs their food cut up?
I don't care. If they come across me, they'll notice that I don't need my food
Perfect.
cut up.
Okay, this is all rabbit hole here. Forget the gift guide. Hang on. Second point. Do you order food that is easier to eat rather than what you actually want?
Yes, I will do that at times.
I will do that at times at a restaurant.
But if there's something I really want that is not easy to eat, but I want that, and I'll have that. Okay, here's an example. I don't love tomato sauce anyway, but I would never, if I'm getting a pie, I would never want them to put sauce on it. Like ketchup, I think you call it.
That's true.
Because I know there's
for
a
our
chance
American
I'm
listeners, who puts ketchup on pie? Like pumpkin pie? What the hell are we talking about? Tomato sauce on pie? What
Meat and potato
you
pie,
know
steak
exactly.
No, I
what
don't
we're
know.
talking about.
No one else
Don't pretend,
knows.
Dales.
I do not know.
That's not a pumpkin pie. What are you talking about? Anyway, all right, hang on, wait.
A meat pie.
Meat pie, okay.
Third point, and this is the final one, I promise. Why do I sort of go, oh, no, I don't want people to cut up my food because it may be embarrassing, but I've got no problem at all with using my hands. I will pick up that steak if I'm struggling. I will pick it up and I will gnaw on it like a dog. Is that wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of is, isn't it?
It kind of is wrong. I don't know. Yeah, my fingers do get in there.
Yeah.
More than they probably should. I try to keep it to a minimum. And it does, of course, depend upon is it the pub or the restaurant, blah, blah, blah. Like,
I don't care anymore. It could be, Gordon Ramsay's home kitchen, and I am picking that bad boy up. Not Gordon Ramsay, I mean, the food. There's nothing, I'll tell you what it is. Anything to dodge the empty fork syndrome.
Oh, EFS.
Oh, man, is there anything worse? You got to try and style it out. I was just seeing which way around my fork was with my tongue.
I was just getting a bit of gravy off it so it didn't impact the next
When you
bite.
put that fork in your mouth and it's empty, it's like my world has ended. That's it. Forget it. I don't even want it anymore.
You cannot tell if there's food on your fork by balance?
Sometimes. It depends.
Sometimes, but yeah, if you just got a little bit, maybe
You're trying to get those peas.
You got a nice solid fork.
That's true. Yeah. Not your sporks, I know you're a fan of.
No, okay, well, here's a small trick. There's going to be a point on that fork which will balance perfectly in the middle. So, and you can...
Mr. Physics, serious.
It's the equilibrium, and even a small amount at the end is going to cause it's leverage.
So on a perfectly smooth fork...
No, it doesn't have to be a smooth fork.
No, listen to what I'm telling you.
All right.
On a perfectly smooth fork, you've got about maybe 2 to 3 inches, and look, I use the inches just to make you...
You can use centimeters. I am a scientist.
Happy. You're going to be able to know exactly where on that fork is the point of balance when it is empty, and then you're going to hold it in probably a different method. Use it to actually hold the bit of meat that you're chopping up, or whatever it is, the pea you're trying to get on the end of your fork. You're gonna tell the difference about when you've got a pea on the end of your fork or not.
Do you know how you hold a fork and there's sort of your finger is sort of under it, giving it support. There's one finger.
Mm-hmm.
How you properly hold it. And that's sort of at the fulcrum point. You can ease the grip and it should stay balanced. So
Garth. You know about the fulcrum crest.
Exactly.
The Millennium Fulcrum.
Oh, never mind. I got a bad feeling about this.
I'm sorry, I took a
SGK at the blind eye. Geordie and I often joke about how we're going to have at least one night a week at home where we teach Ella how to use her knife and fork properly. Because when it's just the two of us, we often get knives and forks out. We might use one of them or two of them. Sometimes we might use the knife in our fingers. Sometimes we might use the fork in our fingers, depending on what we're eating. Like, it's all hands on board when we're at home, right?
So let me guess, Garth. You just tie your wrists behind your back and just put your face into the spaghetti and just sort of go for it. You know?
It's like bobbing for apples. Like, what you're saying, Sean, about pick it up. Like, fingers are really useful. They're really dexterous. You can do a lot with your fingers. So when you're at home, we don't give a crap. We just eat it in the most easy way, whatever's the easiest way. And quite often a fork or a knife is involved, depending on what the food is. But if
degree, yeah.
Yeah, but if it's a sausage, you can just pick the up.
There you go. You can say that. We really need to do some AudioPizza merch.
Yes, we do need to teach Ella, though, how to use her knives and forks properly. Otherwise, she'll be going to dinner at a friend's house when she's like 4 or 5 or whatever and just be humiliated.
Eat like no one's watching. Isn't that the saying?
Exactly.
That's what I go with.
But I haven't quite come to that in a restaurant, I must admit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm past. I don't care. I just want to eat that thing. Anyway, any more gift recommendations?
I think I've got one more.
Go on then, Garth.
Now, this is a very... it'll depend on what's available in your country with your particular blindness services, probably. But at least here in Australia, through Vision Australia, you can get a UV printed photo. So any photo you've got, they'll do a UV print for you and make it tactile. So, build up I don't know how many layers, quite a bit of variation in height, but basically make any photo tactile for you. But the good thing about it is the photo itself is still there. Like if you can see the photo, it still looks like a lovely, photo. But for things like Ella or, there's various special things that you might want to have a photo of. It just turns this UV printing is such a game changer for that.
And where do you get that? You mentioned sight loss organisations. You get through what everyone just contacts you?
Yeah, I don't know what's available in other countries, but it's certainly a technique that's been used here in Australia for a while, for a good few years.
How much?
Nothing.
What? It's a free service?
As if you're a library member, you get... So you can have up to 365 pages of print brailled for you for free each year.
What?
And I think if they'll do one of these photos for you if you're not, using all your, it's just... Yeah.
It's ridiculous. What did I tell you? Living in paradise. On my tax dollar, let's not forget. This and half-price taxes. It's outrageous.
I'm sure there's services that do this in other places as well. And I know a friend of ours is getting one of these UV printers and has don't want to speak out of turn. I don't know if they're going to offer this service, but it's a service that he could offer in the future if he wanted to. Yeah.
Via AudioPizza. AudioPizza Tactile Photography Limited.
Exactly. There we go. Yes. International.
That's very cool. I recently went to an exhibition of tactile art. And I was a little bit doubtful, to be honest. Can you really get an idea? But it's surprising. You can. On some, some are more difficult than others. It depends on the photo and obviously what's in there. But
it depends on the photo and it depends on how experienced the person is who's done the conversion. Like,
yes.
How do you represent water and various things?
Yeah. It's a lot of text.
There's a whole tactile language I think you have to develop and get used to with these sorts of things. So, yeah. Anyway, cool. The tie-in is if you had a really good one of these, that was, I don't know what the picture would have to be, but maybe that could be then turned into a jigsaw.
Oh, and he brings it back. There's the professional we like and tolerate. Well done, Garth. What's a UV printer as opposed to a 3D printer to make tactile?
It can print on various fabrics and like various materials. Not fabric, I don't think.
Kayaker is itching to say something.
Well, go for it, Kayaker.
Yes, Kayaker, I see your hand is up.
I think it has to do with the UV resin. So they
use UV to harden it.
They place the liquid resin down. And they use UV to make it
Oh, to
solids. So yeah,
To
to
set
set
it,
it. Yeah. Sets very, very quickly. Yeah.
Very cool.
But you
I
can
like the sound of
do
that.
layers. You can print braille with
Yeah,
it, for
yeah.
example. Really,
Okay.
nice, clear, solid braille.
So
yeah.
that's Garth's next recommendation, a 3D stroke UV printer. How much do they go for? Thousands, I expect.
Yeah, but I think it's like 3D printers. The prices are coming down.
Yeah.
Still out of the reach for someone as an individual, I think, generally.
Very cool. Have you got anything else, Kayaker?
Well, I have lots of things. I just want to say that when shopping for someone, just always think about who they are and what they might like, and try to personalize your gift. Even if it's small, I think it means a lot.
Okay, my last one. Gift voucher.
Gift cards.
Easy. There you go. And make it online as well. They just receive an email. I can guarantee they will love that even
Okay.
more than that crappy thing you think is so sweet and thoughtful that they go, yeah, that's rubbish. Give me money. Gift
And this is-
vouchers.
Thank you,
So-
Ebenezer.
Gift vouchers, though, the one thing with online gift vouchers,
Yes.
some of them are such a pain in the to actually activate. Yes. Do you know one that is really quite usable?
Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon's easy
Yeah.
enough.
Okay.
And that's the only shop anyone needs use. AudioPizza, sponsored by Amazon. I wish. Can I just
If I-
say, actually, I will criticize Amazon here. I recently, as you know, a couple of years ago now, 3 years ago maybe, I slipped on the ice and snapped my major tendon in my leg. I don't know what it's called. I'm not a
Yeah.
doctor, right? Really, really awful.
That
So
was.
it kind of feels like I've got a belt tied around my knee still, right?
Okay,
Hence
have
why
you?
going to the gym, trying to loosen it up. I
Yeah.
thought, I keep seeing these in the deals and stuff. I'm going to buy a muscle, what's it called?
eStem.
Something like that. I'm gonna
Tens,
buy
a
one of
tens
these-
unit. One of the tens units.
No, not a
Oh,
tens
yeah.
unit. It's a massager, right? For muscles,
Oh,
for
okay,
sports, for sports injuries, for deep tissue massage and it mentions, for leg injuries, knee injuries, and bad backs. I thought, you know what, I'm going to try that. Sounds great. I bought it. And can I just say, if any sports therapist came into the room holding what arrived in my doorstep, I would immediately call the police. I don't know what sort of
right.
muscle these people are massaging, but it was
So
absolute
Sarah's very
filth. The shape of it is no muscle that I've ever seen. So, bad job, Amazon. That's a disgrace. Mind you, I didn't send it back. Anyway, happy Christmas. That was a
that
conversation stopper.
Yeah, whenever I've bought those sort of things, I've meant to. So
Yeah, okay. That's next episode. Oh, dear. There's a cliffhanger.
I think next episode, maybe. No,
don't go there.
Whoa, Garth.
Put the pressure
Put
on.
that beer down. Step away from the mic.
Yeah.
Take us out, Kayaker.
Okay.
Yep, finish us off.
All right.
Oofed.
Well,
All right.
Well, I think that wraps it up for our gift guide, and hopefully you can take advantage of this when the deals come on. And if you want to mock us for any of our picks, please reach out to us at sgk@theblind.ninja.
SGK@theblind.ninja.
That's sgk@theblind.ninja.
Happy shopping, and we'll talk to you next month.
Bye-bye.
Did you try, just out of curiosity, did you try the vibrator on your knee or not?
Yeah, I did it. It was actually
How'd it
quite
work?
good. Yeah, it was all right. It was all right, but it doesn't last very long. It just sort of goes numb, right? And then,
Sarah kept pinching it, though.
yeah, that's right. I haven't seen it since.
Another story on a topic like that. A friend of ours had if it was called Satisfyer Pro or some bloody,
A
Yes.
Satisfyer Pro.
yeah, some vibrator type thing. Anyway, the cleaner, she's in a, the cleaner comes to her. She's out in the dining room. The cleaner's cleaned the bedroom. Cleaner's over.
Oh,
And
no.
comes out and goes, so how do you find the Satisfyer Pro 2?
Was she horrified? Did she find the box or something in a bin? What?
I guess she'd just forgotten and left it on the bedside table or whatever, out of sight, out of mind, right? For us mindies.
Hang on, how big is this thing? Or it's got Satisfyer Pro 2 written on it that she could read it? Or
I
did
think
the cleaner just recognise it?
She recognised it. She
I've got Mark
recognised it.
3.